Hey guys, welcome to the Fight Edge channel. If Fury doesn't come back, Usyk will lose the chance to become great forever. A big professional boxing tournament has ended at Wembley Stadium in London. The main event of the show featured a duel between top two heavyweights, WBC World Champion Tyson Fury and interim champion of the same organization, Dillian White. If this fight was White's debut at a main British football stadium, then Fury fought here for the third time. Early Tyson fought at Wembley against Marcelo, Nascimento and Dereck Chisora. All the events before the fight were friendly in nature, the boxers did not hate each other, and at the weigh-in ceremony, the entertainment journalists by checking each other's excess weight. Dillian entered the ring under the track AC/DC, back in black. The contender dispensed with epic costumes and performances, unlike Fury, who didn't leave the audience without a show. Tyson entered the ring in a boxing robe to the song of King of Leon. On the way, the Briton managed to sit on the throne and admire the fireworks, which were launched directly over Wembley. Everything was on the highest level. There was no doubt that the duel would turn out the same. It's hard to imagine what it was like for the fans who attended the fight live. Probably most of them watched the fight through a huge sand suspended above the ring. Otherwise, they couldn't see anything. Unless, of course, you're Francis Ngannou and you got a place ringside. The first round, they exchanged jabs, some of which reached the goal, but didn't carry real danger. The boxers kept their distance and spent all 3 minutes at an average pace. The second round began with aggressive attacks by White, who waved past a sharp overhand. Tyson continued to get on my nerves with light pokes. Before the break, Dillian applied again, but again unaccurately. He only spent his strength. In the third segment, the guys got used to it a little. Fury hit crosses several times, made combinations and didn't hesitate to climb into the clinch. White was still counting on one accurate shot, but all his swings flew past Tyson's face. By the fourth round, Fury's psychological advantage became obvious. White jumped on the opponent and Tyson defended gracefully. By the end of a third of the fight, it was clear that Fury was taking her, albeit with a slight advantage. The fourth round turned out to be extremely nervous, and Tyson probably decided to reduce the degree as much as possible in the fifth 3 minutes. Fury kept White at a distance, fired jabs at him and dodged a lot. Dillian continued to push forward in the calculation of it unclear what. Seriously, the interim champion failed to inflict threats on Tyson. The sixth part of the match began in a similar style. Fury methodically interrupted White, who from time to time gathered his strength and jumped in the hope of a lucky punch. However, it was Dillian who was knocked out in the end. At the end of the sixth round, White ran into an uppercut, after which he collapsed on the canvas. Dillian tried to get up, but the referee didn't allow him to continue the fight. The defeated boxer was too shaky. The Gypsy King defended the belt for the second time without any problems, and immediately after the fight he said that the fight will be his last. I think that's it. Perhaps this is the last certain by the Gypsy King. Fury said into the microphone and sang the a cappella song American Pie. Perhaps Tyson will change his mind and come back for the shake of Superboy with the winner of the match of Usyk and Joshua. Only a victory over such a legend as Fury will put Alexander on the par with the greats. Usyk should hope that Tyson Fury will still mind motivation, but his latest statements make the situation even more fascinating. Tyson Fury challenged UFC heavyweight champion Ngannou to a fight, and he agreed. First of all, I want to say that I dedicate this to my Lord and Savior Jesus Christ. In his name, I won this fight in this cheerful country, in my England. We are Spartans, Fury said after the fight. I'm amazed by the support. I can't believe 94,000 people came to see me. From the bottom of my heart, I thank everyone who bought tickets and stayed late to watch the fight. Dillian is a fighter and I believe he will be world champion. Unfortunately, he had to box with me today, not with some mediocre heavyweight, but with the best fighter on the planet. The man, Sugar Hill Stewart, made me who I am. He made me the best in the heavyweight, said Tyson. Thanks for watching, guys. If you like this video, please subscribe to my YouTube channel.